Fortnite's Easter event has officially started and it's called the Spring Breakout, adding new weapons, features, and challenges with some pretty sweet rewards. It lasts until April 11th and they unvaulted the egg launcher for you to pick up right now. It works just like we remember and hasn't been in the game since last year, but there's new items to collect and they are overpowered. You can now find eggs lying around the map which give you different types of special abilities. These are heal eggs which restore your health and shield over time, pretty normal, but then you can find hop eggs that activate low gravity mode. You can pick these up and eat them, but the third type can only be interacted with, and that is the golden egg. They give you 350 gold bars when you crack them open, which is gonna be super helpful for the new specialists, but I'll get into those in a second. If you leave these eggs on the ground for too long, they'll start to hatch and actually spawn spring chickens. They have different colors and will lay the corresponding eggs, so if you're desperate for low gravity, follow this guy around. We have spent weeks waiting for new augments in Season 2. I mean, the choices haven't been great, but thankfully, there's 5 more perks to enjoy in this week's update. Springtime Blowout is only in the game for 2 weeks, but it'll give you eggs and a launcher instantly. Then Rail Warrior will activate health and shield regen while on grind rails and zip lines. Aquatic Warrior is pretty similar, but it'll give you health while swimming instead. Neither of these work in the storm for obvious reasons. Then we have the Game Time perk that unvaults an item from Chapter 3. Activate this for the Pizza Party box and some chug splashes. Although I'm more excited about the unvaulted Flintlock pistol that you can now get from the Go for Broke augment. Not only does it give you that, but a charged shotgun is included, which we haven't been able to use since Chapter 2. Now what you really gotta keep an eye out for is the new specialist NPCs that are finally in game. You can find them scattered around the map and they are easily one of the most helpful additions of Season 2. Speak to Longshot at Royal Ruin and you can hire him as a scout. He'll follow you around and pick off enemies from afar with a sniper, and he'll also ping nearby chests. Then talk to John Llama, Sludge, or Polar Patroller to hire a heavy specialist. These guys take way more damage than other NPCs and have an inventory full of explosives, which is super chaotic. A calmer route will be hiring a supply specialist who drops mats and ammo for you to pick up constantly. Obviously, these guys are way more useless in zero build, so I recommend going for a medic instead, like Remedy at Secluded Spire. She follows you around and heals you with chug splashes like a modern day version of Bud the Mushroom from all those years ago. And he isn't a specialist, but Cluck is now on the map as an NPC and is a great way to find a guaranteed egg launcher. But if you're going through and talking to every character you can find, check out the new Collection tab. This has been totally redesigned to show a map of everyone on the island, both the ones you've discovered and not. Once unlocked, you can even see the services they offer and how many bars it costs, so you don't have to waste your time. The Quest tab also got a similar redesign, and you'll notice this when you check out the new Easter challenges. Doing them gives out rewards like a back bling, Nanner Bloom pickaxe, and Fresh Flyer glider. But I am way more excited and maybe a little nervous for the return of a vehicle that dominated Season X and has been controversial ever since. Of course, I'm talking about brutes. Now, they've made their reappearances over the years, but now they're making a huge comeback in Chapter 4. Epic are still working on the Platehawk mech, and in today's update, leakers found files for driving the top half of a brute, which might be for first-person mode or something entirely different. Considering how insane the mech fight in the UEFN demo was, who knows what's possible? A vehicle you can drive right now is the Rogue Bike, and this thing has been changed in the Easter update. Luckily, Epic gave it a buff, so now it has way better handling and turning at high speeds. I mean, just what it needed. One of the major complaints about last season was the Battle Pass, more specifically Geralt, and the fact that we didn't have long to unlock page 2. The timer was also completely ruined, which threw a lot of people off and caused them to miss the rewards, and Epic fixed it. Now you'll log in and be granted all of Geralt's set. Speaking of bonus skins, the Super Styles just dropped for Season 2, and you can earn a purple, green, and gold version of these 5 Battle Pass skins. All I'm saying is I need to get my hands on Mega Wave Thunder. He looks insane. You can also head to Mega City right now and find these wanted posters, revealing the next 3 crew pack skins. We already know about Triarch Nox, who unlocks on April 1st, but these 2 outfits are brand new and look incredible. I'm hoping we can wear them to the upcoming creative concert because Epic is working on the next Soundwave series and has already added a ton of musical effects for it. Which artist do you want to see perform? Let me know in the comments. But it wouldn't be a spring update without Easter skins, and the item shop will soon have Miss Bunny Penny for sale. If you want to pick her up, consider using code T5G. She's actually the only person who fits the theme, but the other outfits are Barrett and Drop D, which are pretty cool. What's amazing is how this was designed by an artist in the community called Gigi's Lab, and Epic didn't just have 1 concept, but 2, with Festival Lace joining the game. There's a quest pack in the works for someone named Tiger Root, who has been in the files since February. He is one step closer to releasing, and something is this tiger from the survey. And soon we'll be able to play an LTM that people have been desperately waiting for. Solid Gold is coming back, and Epic has once again added files for it, so only a matter of time now. This update has brought us some much needed changes. Now mouse sensitivity has been split into two settings, building and editing, and let me say, pros are in love. Casual players will be happy that Mega City also got some fixes. There was nothing creepier than the hologram with no face, and it's been haunting us for weeks. Now, luckily Epic's fixed it with the update, and they've even brought the cars around the city to creative mode. The maps will be insane. There's also futuristic additions coming to BR because the Smart Pistol is set to drop any day now. Epic really loves to tease this thing. We saw it in the trailer, the cover art, and I'm dying to see how it's gonna lock onto players in game. It'll be even more useful when Mega City starts growing. At the start of the season, Epic accidentally leaked an upcoming map with more dojos around the biome and an expansion to the city. It didn't happen today, so let's hope we get it soon, along with an update to the volcano that is looming right next to the POI. Another exciting leak is the rope and chain launcher, which will let us fire a whole cluster of grenades at enemies. The standard ones are already pretty deadly, so it's gonna be interesting to see just how overpowered this thing really is. But I'm even more interested in the new Storm Split feature. Epic is working on an upcoming mode where the match splits into two separate zones before rejoining again at the end. So I guess you'll end up battling against the top players of each circle. And the player who wins will probably be using the mythic ODM gear. It wasn't added in this update, but should be here in just 2 weeks when Aaron finally releases. It'll spawn in crates and you'll be able to grapple and fly around while holding steel swords. There's also going to be thunder spears, which are basically RPGs but way more powerful. We're also going to be getting 2 new perks in the next update. Tracker's Armory, which will give you a shadow tracker along with the vaulted flare gun, the perfect pairing to mark enemies. There's also a desperate reload augment, which will let you reload your shotgun at a faster rate, but not as fast as eliminating someone with the new Star Wars mythics because Epic is going all out May the 4th this year. They'll be re-adding lightsabers, blasters, and skins along with something ridiculous. This time we're gonna get force abilities to push, pull, and electrocute enemies with lightning. There's also 2 new sets codenamed Plot Twist and Cirrus Vine, so a lot of people are hoping to see Anakin, Palpatine, or Ahsoka. So if we're gonna be a Jedi, you're probably excited about the new wall running feature. Soon we'll be able to charge at walls and run along them. I mean, imagine being able to sprint along the side of a skyscraper in Mega City. And it's not the only thing Epic is working on because a double jump backpack is in the files and it's going to allow us to have a second jump while in midair. There's already a feature for ninjas and Save the World, and it makes sense that they're going to add it as a gadget to BR as well. And it looks like Epic isn't slowing down on mobility anytime soon. Not only are we going to be running along walls, but soon we'll be able to kick off them too. The new wall kicking ability will let us jump off buildings to kick players or go flying to the ground. If Epic keeps up, there's going to be Mario levels in creative soon enough, okay? But if you're not in the city, you might find hill scrambling more useful. This feature lets us run up hills that are usually too steep, which can be really annoying in zero build. Soon, if you're running at a good speed, you'll be able to keep going straight up with no problem. That's unlike hurdling, which has got to be one of the most broken features in the game. Today we went yet another update without it being fixed, and it's still completely disabled even though it works just fine in creative modes. I'm starting to think that Epic maybe forgot to re-add it. Let's just hope they didn't forget the healing upgrade. Use what you need is going to be an improvement to medkits and shield potions that only consume the amount you need left and save the rest for later. It's great for when you just need like 20 more shield or to top up your health. It's still crazy to think the flamethrower isn't in chapter 4 yet. It's been leaked for months and some people were hoping to drop in this week's update, but nothing. It'll have a burst fire mode in a single shot, and now that I think about it, the chickens really would have liked this thing or else it'd be called the Kentucky Fried Chicken update. And they're probably hiding from boom guitars as well. It's a portable boombox that you can play anywhere, but you have to time it with the music for the best effects. Even though it's super far in development, we still don't have it in Season 2. There's also a bunch of skins being teased right in front of us. This billboard at Mega City shows 6 upcoming outfits, with some of them from the surveys. And that is everything in the Fortnite Easter update. If you want to support us, please consider using code T5G. It's been Tommy, and keep it here on Top 5 Gaming.